wonderful. Today is the second part to the New York Times and the New York Times style magazine, Sylvia, Lydia, Morelos commentary part 2. Thank you to the New York Times and the New York Times style magazine. Beautiful layout and wonderful newspaper as usual. You guys rock. Wall Street Journal the same way. The Wall Street Journal magazine. Wonderful, deeply moving layouts and papers as usual. You guys are wonderful, like top notch, perfect. Not even question about it. Thank you. You validate and it edifies and it's very healing to know that you notice things about ourselves that we don't notice ourselves, and that it comes as a shock and it comes as a surprise when we realize that we are appreciated that way, and we're like, wow, thank you very much. And I'm not the only one. I speak for myself, and I'm sure I must be speaking for other women as well, and we know who we are. And God bless them, and God thank them for being on here, because it makes me realize how beautiful we are, and how vulnerable and strong we are and angry we are when we're hurt and in one way or another, and more power to the way we handle our grief as well, and our pain, and the fact that these people and men and women notice it and enough to put it in print and help us realize that it's a reflection of ourselves, and that people notice us, and I thank you for that very much. So it's really Morelos. And I was continuing on with this segment of the New York Times, and this is the New York Times style magazine, and it is September 27, 2015, Design and Luxury, and it is in the New York Times. The insert inside the New York Times September 27, 2015 magazine. I found it at the library. There you go. The Lafayette Public Library people at the browsing room. This is the periodical section of the library on the second floor. And I remember that I was looking at the first magazine a few months ago in May. And May 2nd, May 3rd weekend of the Wall Street Journal. May 2nd and May 3rd weekend of the Wall Street Journal. The Wall Street Journal magazine, the insert inside the Wall Street Journal. And I was looking at one page, and I found that, oh, that looks like she could possibly be my daughter. She was Jewish, blonde, Jewish, beautiful girl. And I'm like, oh wow, that could it could be my daughter in the future. And anyone hurt my daughter, her, beware. So I'm looking at that, and then I look at this, and I look at the this young girl, this young woman, in this, and she looks like she could be my daughter already, with the way she's standing. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that, and the way she's standing. So and looking at strong and angry, and stands as to whether I'm taking the whole world on. I'm taking the world on, and you can't hurt me. And I'm like, well, that will look like my daughter, all right. Isn't she absolutely gorgeous? And look at that. And her eyes. I wonder who that reminds you. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? And it's like very, 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 very beautiful. And I'm taken aback by it. That's what it looks like to me. And how it's made in Italy. It's very, very beautiful. And then I look at this picture, and I heard, maybe my mom was a blonde, and she had auburn hair growing up as a teenager, actually, and she, this could be, my mom and myself as mother and daughter, and my mom had pain that she couldn't always express openly, and I think I caught her once or twice crying to herself, and she was drunk, and she was complaining about some pain that she was expressing her pain about something that happened to her in junior high school, second hand-me-down clothing, something like that. That came from her sister, Lourdes, and that she graduated in hand-me-down clothing, and that she was very angry about it in junior high school, and she was crying about it at one time at night. And this would remind me of my mom, my mom, the blonde on the left side, and myself on the other side, mom and daughter arrangement, Chloe. and this would be the flower on the other page, which is this one. There is a pink flower. I'm trying to get it on here, and let me see. I'm trying to get, there it is, the pink flower on there as a celebration of my mom and her beauty inside and out, her natural beauty. And it's actually a beautiful mother-daughter issue, or mother-daughter. This is actually very beautifully depicted mother-daughter relationship. My mom here, you know, worried, or you know, in pain about something, or doubtful about something, or worried about something, and standing next to her and myself, you know. And I am Italian, Mexican, and Jewish, so I'm considered Caucasian, but I'm a mixture of Mexican and Jewish. And there is this young girl, and I heard a rebel. Look at her, beautiful teenager in her teen years, young adult, a young teenager. She looks like a young girl. She's a young girl, in her teen years, and with her hair, and look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. Rebellious young girl, and that's actually really beautiful. There's another Asian woman, beautiful, strong, and classy, and look at that. And the eyes, always the eyes, then the eyebrows, strong. Look at that, protective. Isn't that? And she is absolutely gorgeous too. Minority women, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it's kind of an oxymoron actually, because women are minorities, but I consider ourselves equals, right, with regards to intellect and innate strength and physicality. Yeah, you know, maybe we're shorter or physically weaker than men in general. This is Ghana Must Go by Tay. Forgive me for mispronouncing her name. The black woman Tay Selassie, and I'm just celebrating other women in the magazine as well. And it's just this is Miss Selassie, and there's another woman here on the corner of the Nadia Velam. To create our largest ever design issue, T's photo director, along with her team of 4, organized 23 shoots over the course of a month, including 8 in 10 days, an intimidating schedule even without chasing down lost luggage. Timing rare rose blossoms, a temperamental flower. Her dream getaway, Yandup, a private island off Panama, with 4 seafront cabins and no cell service. Beautiful. And this is a celebration of women. Women's History Month is, this reminds me of the song, the video, Bitch, and I think Billie Joe Armstrong is in that video as well. Meredith Brooks is in that video, and I think they're depicting my mom's personality at one point. She's a cheerleader in the video, and her personality was quirky, the singer Meredith Brooks. And I think Billie Armstrong is in that video. And I believe I saw him in here as well. And full disclosure, this is on page 60. There's how page is in. Full disclosure on page 60. I think it depicts Billie Joe Armstrong. I like the second picture. And Willie, another person, another friend, on the bottom, and that is Willie in the bottom, Billie Joe Armstrong, and possibly myself. I'm not sure, but full disclosure, but that is actually Billie and Willie. That's just something personal. And it's a depiction of, and I hope it's not doesn't interfere with any copywriting or any misrepresentation. I'm not trying to deliberately misrepresent something. This is a personal viewpoint and a personal commentary as to what I see in the magazine. Let me get that straight. And I'm an activist, and I like stuff like that. And this reminds me of someone whom I've seen somewhere here in Lafayette with some beautiful glasses, and the young man here with the earring, which is absolutely beautiful. Wink. So I've had my day to day. It's actually really beautiful, and this is life is about moments, and I think finally Billy is depicted as he should, elegant, and I think this man is actually very happy to see that, and that's what his response is to Billy being depicted as he truly is, and I won't get into that too much. And it says here, celebrating elegance since 1830, life is about moments. And absolutely beautiful. And he's responding like, yeah, Billy's finally, you know, it's really nice to see that for Billy Joe Armstrong. And okay, timeless classic timelessness.